Welcome back to the Stoop Football fans. It's your boy Lolo. Hopefully my mic didn't switch like it likes to do. No, it didn't. So everything should be working fine. Welcome back. I know we took last week off. Sorry about that. But I haven't got a chance to talk about the hurt that the Arsenal fans are going through right now. But we'll get into all of that. First and foremost, it's Friday night. Time to crack a beer. I found a Founders in Madrid somehow. So
I already cracked one open, so I'm on my last sip. I have to run and get another one.
Yeah, big up to John, who's doing a double header. He was just over on Mr. Tom's channel. I saw them for a little bit, watching wrestling in Tom's big gay wrestling show.
It's hysterical. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. So yeah, let's talk football. We're getting back to action. We had an international break, so we're all desperate to see some football. So first things up, first match of the weekend is Arsenal playing Nottingham Forest. The big news there is that Nottingham Forest sacked Nuno, which you just have to. I think that all comes down to he doesn't get along with the owner there, who's a character to himself. But then they go out and they sign Big Ange Postecoglu, and he's back, everybody. So I don't know if he's going to try and turn Nottingham Forest into a wide open, letting in goals left and right sort of team, or if he's going to lock them down. But this Arsenal lean towards the conversation, of course, comes into play where I'm laughing because David was already making fun of us for this Arsenal syndrome that we all have, where we go, oh, great, now they got a new manager. They're going to have the new manager bounce against Arsenal, and it's Ange, and it's a Tottenham thing, and it's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yes, there's a possibility for a new manager bounce. However, I don't feel that the manager was really the issue with Nottingham Forest. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a new manager bounce. I think this will be a new manager fumbling of the I'm trying to think of something they eat in Australia, but Marmite. Yeah, he's going to fumble the Marmite. So we'll see. I'm not too scared about that. Big up to everybody who's in the chat. I'm all out of order here. So Anders, first and foremost. John Lufgarside, good to see you. Led Zepp 331. Jimmy Bremer's Ghost, good to see you as well. Sorry, I accidentally clicked something, John. Scooby D2, all you guys in the comments. We love to see you. Keep the comments coming. So that's some of the news that we're going to get into. We're going to get into the big Ange coming to Nottingham Forest. Isak also finally signed for Liverpool. What do you guys think? Do you think Isak is going to actually make an impact straight away? I know they got Ekitike, who's firing already, so maybe they slow play Alexander Isak. Have you guys put Isak in your fantasy teams? What are we doing there? What are we thinking with that? And then also, of course, we're going to talk about all the matches coming up this weekend and give you our predictions for that. Let me just say, going back to the week before, where I know John has a graphic for all of those results from the week before that we will use today. Sorry, John. There we go. Arsenal losing 1-0 to Liverpool off of a worldie. I mean, shit, there's nothing there. There's nothing you can do about that except not give away the foul there. I don't know. We can talk a lot about what Mikel Arteta got right and what Mikel Arteta got wrong. I think he went playing for the draw when we should have gone at them. We should have really, really gone at them. But I don't know. I have to walk away saying, look, that was a 0-0 game. That was a defensive game by both teams, and I think 0-0 would have been acceptable for both teams. Worldy goal like that, 3 points are gone. I can't really complain too much about that when everybody looks up and goes, fucking hell, that was a hell of a shot. But let's get it started. Let's go ahead and bring on my lovely co-host whose mic is working now, I think.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Mark.
How you all doing? Good to be back. I missed y'all last week. I had no idea what to do with myself on a Friday afternoon, early evening.
Yeah. I could tell from the text messages. You have become spawny as ever in the text messages and will not relent on the Arsenal hatred. So I was half hoping that your mic didn't work.
I don't even know where. I don't know where where you think that I'm spouting Arsenal hatred, because here's everyone. I just want to point out how today's conversation worked. We have this little banter on, within the WhatsApp, our little happy hour on the stoop, a chat, and someone had mentioned something about levels, and all I did was post a GIF.
That would have been Gary
of Kramer when he was talking about how he was going to have levels in his apartment. That's all I did, because that is every time someone mentions levels.
That's all I did. You're like my child, Mark.
That's all I did.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
all
your
I
child.
did, and then you went on from there.
No, I was provoked.
Oh,
because Gary brought in my team being the bottom of the table. To which I'm sure Gary is going to be on at some point, and maybe he'll tune into this portion of the show just at the right time. But no, I'm not even gonna. You're right. You guys played Liverpool very well. It was a defensive game. You lost to an absolute cracker of a goal, probably one of the best goals I've ever seen in my short life of watching a Premier League, or all football for that matter. We've said it before, and I'll just reiterate, because we know how much I like to repeat myself, is that the bigger the game, the more caution Arteta plays with. And it showed. It absolutely showed. You guys get Nottingham Forest coming up. You mentioned Poch or Postecoglu, or however the name is pronounced, that Aussie bastard.
Pochettino.
I don't even know. I know he's been fired more times than not. But look, he had relative success with Tottenham. My understanding is that it really wasn't a conflict between Marinakakis and Nuno as much as it was. I think, is it Marinakakis? Is that?
I'm not even going to touch that.
I'm gonna touch it. Marinakakis.
No,
that's what we're calling the fat bastard, because when you see him, he's just a fat bastard.
That dude is so rich and so not put together. How does he not have a
he's probably hiring someone, like some commandos, to come through my window and murder me, like rich people are wont to do.
He is one of our longest subscribers. Actually.
He absolutely is.
Marakakis.
He funds our show. And so all praise the fat bastard. But my understanding from what I've read is that it wasn't actually a riff between ownership and Nuno as much as it was with their new global director, who is Edu. And it had something to do with the fact that Nuno is super tied to is it Jorge Mendes? Is that the super agent? Their careers are very, very tied together. Edu has someone else that he wants to use, and Nuno was feeling the pressure from Mendes to get Edu to comply and use him as the agent for Forest. And Mendes prefers to use some Iranian. I don't know his name, but apparently he's a big dude. He's a big deal too. I don't know. But I think a lot of people, when Steve Cooper was fired, said that, oh, that's a big mistake. I think Nuno getting fired by Forest is a huge mistake. That team played for him. I think it's going to be a while before Forest plays for Ange. And I don't think I think that the manager bounce is going to be the equivalent of a paperweight there is going to be no bounce. It's going to be very detrimental to the team.
Well, what you have to think, the new manager bounce tends to happen. Oh, there we go. There we go.
See,
John,
all I said was
receipts.
all I said was levels. That's all I said.
It's the next comments that send it over the top.
It's just commenting on levels.
I think the new manager bounce tends to happen when there's disgruntled players and they don't feel like they're playing the way they should be, and a new manager comes in, takes one of the hotheads out, puts in some new kids. They get a little bit more, they feel like they're going to be listened to, at least for this week, or that the tide is changing. I don't feel like the players are thinking that way. I don't think if you asked any of the players, any of them would want Nuno gone. I mean, look where they were. They were near bottom of the table, and Nuno took them to nearly Champions League or Europe, right? They were third place most of the season.
Yep.
They crumbled towards the end there, but
that was expected. There was so much pressure on them to finish.
And then you look at, okay, they say we're bringing in a winner. We're bringing in a proven winner. The dude, Ange, lost like 20-something matches last season. You lose 20 matches in the Premier League, you should never work in the Premier League again.
But he did get him that all-important trophy, and that's what he promised
Champions of Europe. Yeah.
I
hate that fucking Champions of Europe. There's one champion of Europe. Sorry, there's one champion of Europe. And this year it's PSG. So I hate that. Like,
no. I look, don't get me started on how Chelsea is the world champs.
Oh my God. Yeah, the world champs of a tournament that only certain people are invited to. And somehow Miami gets into it. Oh yeah, best teams in the world are playing in that fucking tournament. Anyway, Mark,
yes.
I think it's time we bring in David because we're only in 1 hour show now, so we have to hurry this up and bring the Leeds fan on.
Time economy is what you're saying?
Yeah, time economy, man. We're going to start losing people if we don't mention Leeds United or at least have the badge on screen. So, David, good-looking kit you got there?
It is just a polo casual shirt.
There you go.
Very smart.
I will be getting my polo in a couple weeks.
But are you wearing your New Balance?
Not at the moment. I've got my slippers on.
Good on you.
It's Marinakis.
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 I knew it was the Marinakis, but I did read.
Just quickly on that, David, what are your thoughts on Nottingham Forest getting rid of Nuno, bringing in Ange? You've been watching football for a long, long time. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it was inevitable after what Nuno had said a few weeks ago about not having the same sort of relationship with Mr. Marinakis. The writing was on the wall, and despite Marinakis saying that the rift had been healed, it clearly wasn't. And I do wonder a little bit if it's a little bit by design from Nuno. And maybe he engineered his exit.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They didn't finish great last year. In fact, I don't know if they won in the last 10 games or they only had one win in the last 10 games. They didn't finish well at all. So I don't know.
Speaking of not finishing well, that end of that West Ham match where it should have ended 0-0, somehow I turned it off. And then somehow I see it's like 3-0. What just happened? So that's something to me that shows maybe Nuno, you're right. Maybe this was a planned exit. Okay, we'll wait till the international break and then you're gone. And for them to have Ange lined up that quickly, like
maybe there were photos circulated of Ange and Mr. Marinakis enjoying some downtime in the summer together
Now,
in Greece.
I'm a photographer, so I'm assuming a wide lens.
It would be a very wide lens, yeah.
So, okay, so I mean, from Nuno's comments of saying, "Hey, we don't have the relationship, and it's just kind of gone to shit in not so many words." And in a sense, I felt that there was something premeditated, or it was just not a good move on Nuno's part. If it is premeditated and it is like the grand plan of Nuno to, hey man, I'm going to force the hand, I'm going to get sacked. What's the end game? What is Nuno hoping to get out of this?
Gets away, gets money, gets payout.
Sure.
If he walks, he
off.
doesn't get the payout. If he gets sacked, he gets his contract paid up.
Yeah. And he's getting, but he's already getting. I mean, how many contracts does he have paying out?
But he's finished at the top, hasn't he? He's finished having qualified them.
Yes.
Done very well. So his stock is up there for another job.
Right.
Maybe in 6 months' time, his stock might not be so high.
Sure.
At this stage,
So, would you like to see him behind Leeds? Everyone talks about how Farke he's not for us. He doesn't have the best Premier League experience. Would you sack Farke and take Nuno?
I wouldn't. No. And I would probably prefer Nuno to Farke, but I don't think it'd do Leeds any good to get rid of Farke now. If we start losing games, then we may have to act quickly. But it's too much upheaval. It doesn't do a club any good to keep swapping managers.
Tell me about it.
Perhaps we should have just sacked Farke at the end of last season. If you're going to go down that route, that's what you should have done.
Right.
But no, now that he's in there, the guy's got to be given the chance to see if he can do it or not, basically.
You guys could have picked up Ange. He's very good at keeping teams up, man. Look how he kept Tottenham up last season. I mean, that was...
And we would have been in Europe and won a trophy as well.
There you go.
Second year.
There you go. In your second year.
In the second year, indeed.
So this is very interesting to think about Nuno. What's the end game here, and where is he going to land? And immediately I start thinking, okay, 2 teams in the Premier League didn't really work out, but he did have success last year. I think he's leaving at a higher point than if he had left just straight from Wolves. So right away, I looked at the Portugal national team and the Brazil national team, since he speaks Portuguese. He's Portuguese, right? Mark, Portuguese or Brazilian?
He is Portuguese.
Portuguese. But Brazil just got Carlo Ancelotti as their manager, and Roberto Martinez is doing well for Portugal, so I don't see anything there. Then I started thinking, maybe what should have happened was this season, Pep should have walked away and Nuno should have gone to Man City. A new era for Man City. 1 year, he has the players to keep them right there in the thick of it, and then goes on to create a new era. I don't know.
I like your thinking, but I don't think that there's the cachet in that managerial signing. Pep, Nuno.
Mark,
levels,
who's
baby,
above
levels.
Pep? Who's above Pep? That's the thing.
Get you give you a few more beers, you might think Arteta's above Pep.
No, man, come on. I have mad respect for Pep Guardiola. As much as I hate Manchester City and everything, Pep Guardiola, to me, he's changed football in a way that we talk about the great managers of the past that you cannot dispute, no matter how much you hate Arsenal. Arsene Wenger changed the game, and what he's done for football is incredible.
No, absolutely.
Alex Ferguson, listen, we didn't pay refs the way you paid refs until we learned how to do it from him. Like, he changed the game. I'm just kidding. Alex Ferguson, he did his thing as well. When you're going to be listed in those types of levels, Pep may be above those two at this point. What he's done in multiple countries, and for so long at such a high level, and people copy him. He has so many, like, you look at his offspring. If he was a vampire, like, you kill him and like half of the managers in the world are dead as well.
Right.
If vampire lore.
And there's certainly something to
Where's
be
Tom?
said
He's usually with me on
about
those.
Like the teams and managers that are as successful as they are. If you mentioned Wenger and you mentioned Alex Ferguson, there's immense success, and they bring along and create a system that perpetuates that success. And while that success is happening, you watch other squads, other teams, other managers emulate that until someone else comes along and goes, I got something better. And we've seen that. And right now, those who are imitating Pep. They're imitating what he does. We see it a lot. And we certainly see it at times with Arsenal, being part of that Pep tree.
Absolutely. I mean, Mikel Arteta learned he didn't manage any other team before Arsenal. Like, everything he learned was being an assistant. Now, not everything, because Mikel Arteta was a captain for Arsenal under Arsene Wenger. And Mikel Arteta, as a footballer, to me, his mind was way better than his feet ever were, or his body ever were. And he was still a high-end footballer. World class? No. World class brain? Yes. So, but you're absolutely right. His tactics and all that comes straight from Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, where would you guys think Nuno would fit right now? And then we'll get off this topic because we're running out of time.
I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. The job's going to come up sooner or later, whether it be here or it be back in Portugal. Be Leeds. I mean, who knows? Somebody's going to get fired, and it probably happened. If it hasn't happened before Christmas, it will happen Christmas before the next transfer window opens, I would imagine. We just have to wait and see. I mean, it's football, baby. That's football.
All right.
Well, I think I'm going way out there, farther than the levels. The storyline has gotten a little stale, but I still believe that there's a bunch of shit behind it, and it could still become even a greater story. Let's send Nuno to Wrexham.
Ooh, there you go.
What a storyline. All the exposure he could ever want. Those two owners are spending the best they can. I'm really surprised they didn't go after Jamie Vardy. It's still a story that is yet to unfold. They're not doing so well right now in the championship, but I really think that those Hulu executives and the Disney executives are getting together and going, this has to happen.
Jesus Christ, man. And you're right, they're in the championship now, so it's not that big of a jump anymore. It's not like going to a League Two, National League or anything like that. But with that Wrexham guys, man, I'm just like, anytime I see news pop up, I'm just expecting that like Wrexham are looking into signing Ted Lasso, not understanding that he's a fucking character or something. Or
really
even
like him.
Having Ryan Reynolds understand that it is a character, and he probably knows Ed Helms. That's who it is, right?
It's Jason Sudeikis.
No, Jason Sudeikis. Jesus.
Ed Helms is nowhere near close. Ted Lasso.
God.
He's not even Lassie.
But he may call hey, for the last if they're getting relegated or like they're not gonna win the championship and get promoted. Why not the last 3 matches of the season? Fucking bring in Jason Sudeikis. Like, make it the farce. Go
make it the farce that it should have been all along.
That it is.
Absolutely.
That it fucking is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Anyway.
you probably hear more about Wrexham over there than we do here. This year, it's just gone very quiet about them. They've gone up a level, and suddenly, it's a big jump for them. You know.
Yeah. That TV show is not the season that will soon come of this season, because obviously they're not broadcasting. You know, what's in the can is last season.
Yeah.
You know, what they're showing this season is last season.
What's in the box?
It's in the can. What's in the box?
What's in the can? What's in the can? Well, speaking of farces upon farces upon farces, let's bring our next guest in. Here he is with the Yeet shirt going on. What's up, Mr. Tom? Big smile today.
Hey, Mr. Tom.
You got that post-show energy going on.
Hello, Mark. Hello, David. Hello, Lolo.
Or should I say, oh yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
You good,
Well,
Tom?
good to see you.
I'm wonderful.
Excellent.
Wow.
Is Sheffield United's manager escaping tomorrow with his job?
Who is
They
Sheffield
got
United's
hammered,
manager?
didn't they? Sellers, Ruben Sellers.
You lose the playoff final, that happens. But I definitely don't expect a team in the Championship with the Premier League parachute payments, which they are still in receipt of, to then go 0-5 to start the next Championship season. And that includes losing 5-0 at another Championship club, in this example, Ipswich.
Oh, my God. I just
saw they
lost 5-0 to Ipswich.
They're trying to emulate Luton, I feel.
Oh, good Lord. Poor Luton.
It's not good for Sheffield at the moment. Both clubs at the bottom. Yeah, not good in the City of Steel.
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. I try watching still some Championship League, but I can't find anything that's worthwhile.
I watched the game tonight.
That's worth watching.
Yeah, I watched it tonight, and I'll tell you what, Sheffield United were fucking shocking. I mean, it was that bad. They got their first shot away from home this season in the 58th minute. They were just awful. They were awful. Saying that, Ipswich were very good. And Philogene, I think he got at least 3. I don't know if he got 4 goals.
He got a hat trick.
He was on fire, finishing superb.
Philogene
did
did
get
get a hat trick.
Was it? Yeah, very good.
Wasn't he like a right back? Or a left back? Wasn't he a defender? I thought at Villa, because he was at Villa for a minute.
Yeah, then he was at Hull, wasn't he? He was
at Villa for a minute.
And he was a wing.
Speaking of defender, here comes Gary to defend all of his text messages. Gary, be careful. John's already posting receipts.
Posting receipts? What receipt? Is not a receipt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is going on here?
He's blowing up our chat.
Levels. That's all I said, Gary, was levels.
Well,
that's
Mark,
not what you said.
Conche is on Gary's side over here. He says Mark will be all over the championship next season with his beloved Wolves tearing up the league.
I'm just saying.
How and when? We're 3 games into the season and we've already been condemned. What happens every year? You know, the only 0, Gary, is the trophies you've won. Okay?
I'm not calling you
won.
anymore.
Fuck all. You spend hundreds of millions of dollars to basically get nothing. Nothing. Gary.
Here he goes, guys. Remember Mark? Remember the beginning of the show when Mark said he didn't say anything?
No.
He didn't
Gary
say anything.
came on
He
the
doesn't
show,
say
so I'm
anything.
going to say something. This
He
is
doesn't-
what I got,
Gary-
Gary.
All I
yet
hear,
to
you
say
know
a
what? You
word
know,
on this
My
show.
squad- My
Gary has
squad,
yet to say a
all I hear
word.
is
Wolverhampton Wanderers,
zero, zero,
no
zero.
matter what,
Zero.
have provided. They have defied all odds, all expectations. When everyone in the world said Wolves are going to get relegated, year after year, we prove everyone wrong. I would much rather be a fan of an overachiever than an underachiever that Arsenal is. There you have it.
Oh,
David, this is like when kids at school fight and you don't like either of them.
Go right ahead.
I can't hear
Retort.
you. You know what? I can't. Even Leeds can't hear you. You guys can't hear him, right? You know how
Even
Lawrence
Lawrence
is
is
in
in
the
the comments.
Whoa,
you
Gary,
because you're
don't
so
start
far-
coming to us for backup.
Hey,
You fucking burnt your bridges long ago, mate. You did.
You're my friend. Stop it.
You burnt your bridges long ago.
You're
You
my
fight your
friend.
own, but I think you've
You're
been
my
on the
friend,
roids
Mr.
a little
Tom. You're
bit
my
because
friend as well. Don't even
today,
try it.
today,
even
all
try
you
it.
wanted to do was fight with everybody.
You
I
started
don't
the
know
day
what's
with
got
violence.
into you.
You started the day. You said
that-
good morning, and then basically bang bang. That was how it started. You put the first comment in there. That was your comment. It started this.
All I said
What
was
comment?
levels.
What
The first
comment?
one you put in.
All I said was
Now,
levels.
to be fair, David did start off the day saying, because I sent out the link very early this morning, and David said, "I hope Gary's wearing his white hat," or something
No.
like that.
So you started.
I
the
was
day.
wondering if he had his white flag with him.
White flag.
The
sorry.
trouble with you're obviously getting old and a bit senile, son, because you don't remember more than 24 hours.
I don't need to remember all that stuff.
Only this week you were whinging on about Arsenal. You were as well.
Whinging? When did we
Manager
whinge?
bounce,
Lolo,
blah
we
blah
whinge?
blah, and then you start attacking me about my shirt out of nowhere. I mean, what was all
That
that
is true.
about? Fucking.
That is true, Gary.
I have a long
respond.
memory,
mentioned the
Gary.
shirt.
I have
only
a long
respond.
memory.
I only respond, and the comment on your top had to do with you. You started that one as well.
How did I start
Gary
that?
doesn't
I
start
don't
any shit.
I don't.
In
just
fact,
go
he
out-
can't even
don't even
type
talk.
shit. When
What?
Gary writes shit, he writes SHI as in I don't know.
No, because he's saying
I don't know.
she.
No, there's no
you know
T
what?
though.
I
They
shit.
have to
I
have
didn't say a
You
T.
have
I
to
didn't
have,
say a T.
You have to have the wire shit. You
No,
have to
No,
have the
no,
wire.
but then it becomes a curse word, and Gary is above that.
Oh,
Exactly.
he is above
Tell him.
anything.
Tell him,
I'm
Lolo.
the only
nasty.
one who
Oh,
understands
that's
you, Gary. I'm the
nasty.
only one.
He's like the human embodiment of Cleveland.
I'm the only one who understands you, Gary.
I
It's
get
okay.
it. I get it. Yeah, you got to translate for all these guys. That's how the morning started. See what time that is? 5:03. I didn't even get a chance to get up yet. I just rolled over in my bed, and that's what I saw. Boom.
Yeah, but
And then-
that's your
and then
time.
I don't even bother
That's
setting
your
an alarm
time.
anymore
That's
Have you
because
not
I
heard of
know
time
That's how time
zones?
works, David. David, that's how
Spain
it
is
works.
going to
Do you,
me up
you
at
not
like
know how
4
time works, David? You want me to explain it?
Yeah, I do. I frequently
This
go
is
from
getting
time
fun.
zone to time zone. Yeah, I do tend to know how it works.
It was
Tom,
good. I enjoyed
yes.
the back and forth.
Tom,
I
this
did.
is not Premier League happy hour. This is WhatsApp happy hour, where we're just going to discuss our internal chat groups that nobody else has any clue of until John decides to post a very specific part of that chat. So John is our FCC. He's just letting little bits of information leak out at a time, and it's kind of perfect. Yes,
I think
and
it
you all
shows
can
that there's
feel
been
free to
no
join the happy
football
hour
for a
chat.
couple of weeks.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it shows.
If you guys have WhatsApp, feel free to join the chat. It's only £5 a month. It's really manageable.
You know what?
I don't know if you guys have noticed.
That would be
I have
awesome
access
if
to
you all
your
could do
account.
that.
Yeah, but it's £5 of crap you pay in.
It's true. That is all true. That is all very true.
It's all very entertaining, and to be perfectly honest, is sometimes we do get a little bit heated, but it is all in good fun. And I just want to remind you that your family, and I love you, but you're terrible.
You're all terrible.
You're all
terrible. As they say, you can't choose your family, can you?
No. But I certainly I definitely chose you lot.
Speaking of terrible family, Lawrence
it's
is
only
in the
because
chat
I'm a
here.
gentleman. I'm not going to swear at you, sweetheart.
Anyway, yeah, Anthony.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why we didn't let you on the show, is because you're late on your £5 for the chat. And even though all those West Ham guys only pop up every now and then on the chat, they still pay their dues, you know. Lawrence, right. Jesus, the amount of chats that go awry with Lawrence are pretty hilarious. That I'm like, I can't even jump in this chat right now. It's like double Dutch, where you're like,
it's like a dare. It's like a dare in the woods. If you're not sitting in the woods waiting for it to show up, when he does show up, you got to shoot it, because he's gonna be gone in a second. That's when Lawrence
got to shoot him.
Lawrence jumps in the chat. Everybody's they've been saving up all their comments. He jumps in and then they just unload, and then he goes away, and then a month later he comes back and you just unload again. It's
exactly.
I have a question, and it's just based on what Remner's Ghost just put up in the comments. Director, yes, thank you. Good to see West Ham is banning half and half scarves. I read about this the other day. Why? What? I get it. It doesn't necessarily. It shows you that you're on the fence. You're not supporting something. But if some kid who's 10 years old wants to, it's his first, his first football match, and he wants to buy a half and half scarf, what's the big deal?
I've got an answer to it, Mark.
Please.
They're banning the scarf itself. They're banning it from going inside the ground. So basically, if you buy the scarf and then take it home, they don't give a flying fuck, because they've got your money. But they don't want you in the stadium basically displaying Tottenham. Is what I think.
Is it a way of when you can't get access to away tickets, so you go into the homestand, but you're not a West Ham supporter, maybe you buy that half and half scarf and you're allowed to come in with it, and then all during the match you're only holding up one.
Okay, half. So is that what's truly is that the crux of the matter?
Honestly, don't know.
That stadium is so fucking big. How they're seeing these half and half scarves, with all the empty seats in it.
But it's not because they're against half and half scarves as a rule. Because I'm fine with them in the sense of basically, if you want to commemorate you attended this match, then basically what better way is it than to basically go, I've got half Liverpool or half West Ham.
Yes, exactly.
Because then you can say, this is the match I attended. But, David, I'm not saying I would wear it as an accessory in supporting my club, but it's for people. It's basically for the foreigners, isn't it, David, that have attended a Premier League game, and they want to say what one they've attended.
Anybody who buys a half and half scarf should be taken round the bat and shot.
Wow.
Then
maybe
why?
A bit extreme.
Why allow them to be manufactured? If that's the case.
That's just 8. That's how many hours have you been up?
And I thought guns were illegal there.
It's been about
yeah.
I mean, seriously, why allow them to be made if they have no point and no place in the sport?
Oh, that's what it is. What Tom's saying is right. It's for the tourists.
It's very simply a memento. I went to this match.
And Mark, this is part of. So look, BX Gunner right here, one of our American guys. Okay, he says he has a wall filled with half and half scarves. Eat my shorts.
He should be taken around the back and a 47
now
AK
we have the David perspective.
Half and half.
Now,
scarves.
David,
hell no.
How many matches have you been to in your life to see your team? How many matches have you been?
Many.
Okay. Somebody from the States. Mark, how many Premier League matches have you gone to see for your team? Therefore,
but to be perfectly honest, I would just say that I'm very happy to have seen the matches I saw. I find myself to be very, very
all I'm saying is
the
half and half
the
scarves.
Experience outside of the game was
got
far more exciting.
Hold on.
Can I just say something? My first game I went to, I bought a half and half scarf. I gave one of them. One of them was for BX Gunner. It was my first game. It was the North London Derby. I didn't wear it. I haven't actually worn it or anything. It's just a souvenir that I got for my first ever Arsenal match. Even though I lived there for 8 years, at the beginning of my life.
You're an Arsenal supporter. Yeah. Why would you get anything with Spurs on it?
That's the thing, Gary. I can't support you for that, Gary.
No, I get it. I get it. It was my first one.
No. Buy 2 scarves if you're you're going to go down that route. No.
Yeah, no. I hear you.
But let me just say, the half and half scarves are not for David. They're not for Tom. They're not for people who live there and get to see their teams. It's for somebody who spent thousands of dollars to go to a match, and that's going to be the match that they remember.
Yes.
Let them have the fucking half and half scarf. I'm not getting one.
Nah. Would I go to Argentina to Boca Juniors playing River Plate or Rosario or anything like that and look to buy a half and half scarf? No, I wouldn't. Would I go anywhere in the world? No. You go and get a scarf of one of the teams.
No.
Probably the home team.
I think the only time I would maybe get a half and half, maybe. Because even half and half is like, no, that means I'm giving another team half exactly as much weight as my team. No. But the only thing I'm saying is maybe if it's a final and it has the logo of both teams in the final, that would be a good piece of memorabilia to have.
Buy your club shirt that has embroidered on it the 2 teams in the cup final.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Don't
British
buy
people telling us how to watch football again.
Just buy a program.
No.
Buy a program, man. I bought
buy a program.
I bought everything. I bought everything.
Program here.
I haven't been back yet to see a game.
Program here.
I get it. I'm a terrible fan. Yeah, I'm a terrible fan to the Brits. I probably lost I still have my passport. You guys haven't revoked that.
I can't believe that you even mentioned it, Gary. Wow, man. There's levels.
And by the way, guys, Rosie says
that one. I probably deserve to be down there. All right, I'll take it.
Rosie says, I would like to say I will financially back a fight between Gary and David.
David's winning. I know all the stories on David. There's no way I'm even getting in the ring. Not gonna do it.
I'm a lover. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You know what?
The best part of that
no way I'm
is
getting
that
in the ring with him.
Tom jumps in with a chair.
I am not getting in the ring with him, not at all.
Who would I help?
No, a bedpan.
You're gonna be laughing at me, so I know you're not helping me. You go, Gary, duck. Oops, sorry. I meant. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. David,
John, it was worth having my show.
David looks like a nice guy, but I wouldn't want it. I'm not testing him, not at all.
Wait a minute, I look like a nice guy, but I'm not a nice guy. Is that what you're saying, Gary?
No,
Gary's like 8 feet tall, though.
I'm not that tall. Come on, man. I'm not that tall.
Gary, you're a big dude. You're a big dude.
It just means there's a lot of, he's just gonna. No, I'm not doing it. Just no. Not doing it.
Do it for charity. Do it for charity, Gary.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. No, not doing that. I know better.
All right, fellas, let's get back to some football talk.
Getting in the ring. Good one, Pincushion. Yeah.
Wait, there's football.
There's football. Why don't we spend the last 15 minutes of the show here going through the matches that we have coming up this weekend, and we'll get everybody's predictions. So first off, we have Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. Arsenal at home. Ange, first match for Nottingham Forest. They still have a decent squad. What are we thinking here, guys?
3-0.
Yeah, I got 3-0 as well. Eze's got to start for me, and then and Arteta can have at it for the rest.
He's in my fantasy team.
Yeah,
I've got my scores. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. I've already got that pinned down. It's definitely going to happen.
There you go.
All right. I hate to say it. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. I think Chris Wood gets a goal straight away. And everyone thinks Ange is like great. And then Ange is going to completely fumble it by continuing to press forward, and Arsenal will find goals. So, Gary?
No, 3-0. I want the team to go in and run away with it and not even look back. That's how they should handle this game. Not Forrest, you don't get any semblance of joy in this game. Not at all. Not at all. Nope. Sorry, not going to happen. So that's how I feel the game should go. It should be played out that way, and then we bring in the youngsters to clean, to get some minutes. That's how it should go.
I'm waiting for Mark to give his. Yeah. I can see a glint in Mark's eye.
No,
I think he's going
to.
Can we just place bets that he's going to say the word 1 billion?
There's no glint in my eye. This is just a reflection of my spectacles here. Y'all hit record here because this is one of the rare occasions that I will agree with Gary, and I do think that the Nottingham Forest team, the Geribaldis, are basically still going to try and figure out what Ange wants. He was just hired, just a few days ago. So there really isn't an opportunity to learn his system. I don't think there's a manager bounce. But I also think that as far as Arsenal is concerned, I think there's going to be a little pullback that we've been kind of seeing this season. We saw it a little bit last season where it's like, Arsenal, we've got a lot of games to play. Let's not go full throttle. We don't need to score 5 goals. We don't need to even score 3. We can score 2, and our defense will be good enough. And I think that is going to be the final score. I do believe it's going to be a clean sheet for Raya, who will do nothing other than to check his WhatsApp and what we've got to say on the match. And it's going to be 2-0 Arsenal.
Wait, does Raya pay the £5 every month?
I would love it. He certainly has. He certainly has it in his budget. David Raya, if you're watching, please support our show.
All right, let's go to the next match. The next match of the day is Bournemouth, Brighton. Ooh. Let's go with Semenyo getting some goals for my fantasy team. That would be nice. Yeah, I think this one is 1-1.
Both teams
2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Bournemouth.
Both teams play really good defense, 0-0.
No, I think Bournemouth. Has Bournemouth won yet this season? Because I know they
beat Wolves.
They beat Wolves.
Won a couple.
Look on his face, he can so upset.
They've won a couple.
No, I think Bournemouth's going to win. This is home, right? So I think Bournemouth's going to win this one, 2-1. So, Semenyo, I think,
all right,
is a good answer to the question.
Palace, Sunderland, the surging Crystal Palace team that looks solid. However, Sunderland has been a pain in the ass to many teams this season. I think this one is very hard to call, which means it'll probably be 0-0. But Sunderland has been doing some wild shit. Granit Xhaka sending in crosses, doing his damn thing. But Mateta's doing really well at Palace. Gay's doing really well. I don't know, guys. What do you think about this one? Palace, Sunderland.
For me, if I'm looking at the schedule and I'm seeing what the past 3 matches, the past 3 weeks have brought across the board. This to me is the most intriguing matchup of the week. And if my Wolves weren't playing in the same time slot, I'm definitely watching this. I don't quite know what to expect. Crystal Palace, notoriously tough at home. Sunderland being an upstart. I'm going with 1-1.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace is one of only 3 teams who have not taken a loss this season. They're going to want to keep that going. So, yeah, I could see the 1-1 draw. So, yeah. Or maybe even a
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0 Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Sunderland are playing really well, but I'm just hoping that their will falls off.
Tom?
I want both of them to go unhappy, and a 1-1 draw will achieve that. Well, obviously, Sunderland will be thrilled with 1-1, but still.
All right, Everton, Aston Villa, we have a resurgent Jack Grealish finding his legs again with less spotlights on him. Going back home, well, he's at Everton, but seeing Aston Villa, the team that he probably should have stayed with for a few more seasons instead of going to City. What do you guys think about this? Everton, Leeds beat them the first week, but they've looked okay since then. What do you guys think?
I've got Everton to win 2-1.
That's what Yulebug has.
Yeah,
gosh.
I'm gonna reflect that or mirror that. 2-1 Everton, new stadium, new Jack Grealish. They looked really good. They have looked really good ever since Grealish has been getting the start. I don't think he played that in the Leeds match, and if he did,
came on at the end.
He came on for a very ineffectual time.
He saw the floor more than he saw the ball.
Well, that's every match that he plays. I like the new look Everton, and I think they're making noise this season. I'm gonna go, and only because Everton has there's a lot of turmoil on that team, and I think Unai is feeling it this season early. Everton 2-0.
I'll go 2-1.
Mark.
I'll go 2-1.
Villa are the only team that have not scored yet this season in the top 5 leagues.
Yeah, so
Yes,
it's got to
sir.
happen sooner or later. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think
they've got enough to get 2 goals. And Everton, when they played Brighton, they were lucky to win that game.
Yeah.
But some of the football they're playing is good, but their defence is shocking. But I'll go 2-1 Everton. I still think they'll do well. Home stadium and everything. They seem to be enjoying it there.
That's what Yulebug and Anthony say, and that's what I'm going to say as well. 2-1 Everton. Fulham Leeds United. Fulham Leeds United.
I guess I'll just say something
Fulham,
if I
Craven
can.
College.
I think Everton will win. I think Everton will win in regards to Fulham Leeds.
Oh,
I didn't get. I didn't get. What?
Sorry.
How did I get that for like 5 seconds of work? Yeah.
It's your cheering section. Dancing cats.
Is that what it is?
He just knows you're going to pick Fulham over Leeds, so
I am not picking Fulham over Leeds. Not going to do it. Nah, Leeds ain't losing. Let's say that much. Right? Yeah, Leeds ain't losing. Fulham has been probably not as good as people thought this year, and I think Leeds will give him a good game. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Yeah.
Now Leeds United, you guys lost your keeper, didn't you?
Yes. And you guys got Melier back.
Oh, whoa. Nobody said that.
Well, we just did.
Darlow will be in goal.
I thought Darlow was already in goal.
Well, he was in goal on the Sheffield Wednesday game. But, Tom, go on. I'm going to leave it to you, Tom.
I've consulted my super football algorithm, which will tell you exactly what the score will be on every single game in the Premier League, and it's telling me that Fulham and Leeds are going to play out a 1-1 draw. And sorry, it's going to be a 1-1 win for Leeds United, obviously, because I'll consider a 1-1 of Fulham to be a win.
I would be very happy with a 1-1 draw.
Exactly, same logic, David. Exactly. I'm not a greedy
any
man.
point on the road is a good point.
Yeah.
I can't see us winning. I don't see us scoring more than 1 goal. So 1-1 it'll have to be. If they get a second, then I think we're in trouble.
Yeah. I think you're totally right there, David. I don't see you guys scoring more than 1 goal. And unfortunately, I'm going with 2-1 Fulham on this one. I think Fulham feel robbed for the past match, and they've put together some halfway decent moments. And I think in the end, 2-1 Fulham. Sorry.
I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna take the leap of faith. I think Leeds get this one, especially if they get Ampadu back, which it looks like they will. And a 2-week stretch of getting Calvin Lewin kind of integrated into the offense. Not exactly like confident in what I've been seeing with Fulham, especially with Emil Smith-Rowe and Jimenez coming off the bench the first 3 matches. So I think Leeds a little smash and grab, and I'm gonna go 1-0.
I've always liked Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've always liked you too. I've always liked all of you, despite my language.
I've always liked him.
I was sitting there thinking a 1-0, exactly that, Mark. A smash and grab tight game, very similar to the Everton match. But then I don't know, something drew me away from that. Let's go to your team, Mark. Newcastle United, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
We're on the road. This is going to be kind of interesting. You know, I can't speak of the quality of the signings that Wolverhampton has made prior to the end of the window, because I don't watch a lot of football outside, but they did big moves. They did sign a new striker. They did sign. They addressed issues late. I'm not really sure what's going on with Strand Larson. They said that his injury was minor, but now it becomes a thing. I don't think Strand Larson wants to play for Wolves anymore. But there's always Number Wang. Wolves have not been impressive. They showed a little teeth in the Everton match and a little teeth in Bournemouth. And the same can be said about Newcastle. Let's see what this guy, the big like 6'8" guy from the Bundesliga junior, whatever he was. It'll be interesting. I think there's going to be some fight on either side. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1. Newcastle has not impressed me in the same sense that Wolves have not impressed me. And that shiny new toy that they worked so hard to get, Wisa, he's hurt and might be out for the season.
Oh my God!
Ouch.
Yeah, he got injured in the international break.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Mark, I'm gonna piggyback on that with you. I'm saying 1-1 as well. I don't think Wolves are as bad as their record shows, and I don't think Newcastle are as good as their record shows, which is not a good record right now. But they've got some issues going on. So 1-1 there. Gary, Mark, Dave?
I didn't know about the Wizard thing, but I felt like Newcastle might be able to steal one here, but it sounds like it might just be might be an ugly game, even though I think Newcastle's defense is so much better that they might keep it. They'll at least be able to, if they needed to, keep a clean sheet. I think their defense is solid. So I think that might be the difference in the game. They might steal one, Newcastle, because of that, because they'll probably get more chances because they'll be able to control the game. They might steal this one. I'm going to still say 1-0. Newcastle wins this. So that's kind of how I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. Sorry about that, Mark.
No.
I think the best.
No insult taken.
Yeah, I think the best side of
what we've shown, the product we've shown, has shown glimmers of promise, but not exactly anything consistent.
Yeah, no, I think Newcastle's defense will be the difference in the game. That's what I think. So, Wolves, I don't think have anything near that in either side of the ball. Yeah.
Why is Mo Master saying that Isak is out for the season? I don't think that's real. I haven't. I scour the news, and I haven't come across that.
Tom, David,
I don't think Newcastle were very. I don't think Newcastle were that impressive against Leeds. So I expected more from them. They weren't impressive in their first game away at Villa. Very impressive in the game against Liverpool, but they seem to get up for those sort of games. Wolves have been
perplexing,
not up to much. Yeah, not up to much. I just feel a 0-0 maybe on this one. And two games just two teams cancelling each other out. It'll either be that or it'll be a goal fest and some stupid, ridiculous score. But no, I'm going 0-0.
Yeah. I mean, the Wolves have gotten 2 clean sheets already this season, so that's why I feel like
I will add this as just kind of a little quick thing here. I hope Pereira learned from the Everton game where he saw that there's like potential on things that he had, because the goals came after the waves of substitutions. And so maybe, we saw it, Fer Lopez didn't start. Who's the French guy? Belagande. I don't remember any names. Bellegarde didn't start. He looked really good. So maybe he learned from that game. Who knows? Anyway, what's next? West Ham, Lawrence.
West Ham, Tottenham. This is another one of the 5 London derby matches going on tomorrow.
It's a London derby. Sorry, Lawrence. Tottenham 3-0. You're not showing me anything other than Paquetá.
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0 sounds good, Tottenham. And I know if I say 3-0 for Tottenham, West Ham will find a way to win this 2-1. So go for it. But yeah, my prediction is 3-0 Tottenham.
I think West Ham had a good transfer window. And I'll tell you why. Because Paquetá is still there.
Yeah.
And now that he's there and he knows he's going to be there, and he's a very good player. And to be honest, in the last game I saw, the West Ham game, which he was very, very, very good. And I don't see West Ham being a bottom side. So I still think Spurs have maybe got too much. I'll go 2-1 Spurs, but I think it'll be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a Spurs spanking the Hammers. 2-1 Spurs.
All right.
Tom, Gary?
I've got West Ham 1, Tottenham 3. I had to pick something. I didn't have to pick something, but I did anyway. And it's basically like choosing between West Ham and Tottenham's like asking which kind of guy you want to steal your wife. So you know, whatever's going to happen, will happen.
So that would be a gay guy or a super gay guy?
Why not at this point, John?
Not
there's anything wrong with that. I knew it was getting Seinfelded immediately.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, Brentford, Chelsea.
I think
or
Lawrence,
Gary, sorry.
I think Lawrence will be upset. I don't like talking about that team, so I'm not going to. But I don't think Lawrence will be happy this weekend. So sorry about that. And then we go Brentford, Chelsea. I think I don't think Brentford will be able to hold back what Chelsea has to offer. So Brentford will be losing that one. I think it'll be like a 3-1 game there. So yeah, that's my. I think Chelsea has too much on the offensive side.
Yeah.
All I can see really is Chelsea getting a comfortable win. Probably João Pedro's going to get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
3-0 Chelsea.
I'm going with a battering 5-0 Chelsea. I think Brentford have serious issues and Chelsea are starting to click. So
yeah, I mean, there came a time where Brentford was really tough at home. This is going to. It's early. It's only game 4, week 4. This is a match that Brentford, I think they desperately need to just kind of set the tone for the season. With Wisa gone, I think that's just yet another nail in the coffin. I did have Brentford being relegated this season, and I don't see anything that is going to kind of postpone that. I don't think Chelsea's scoring 5. I'll be generous to Brentford, and I'll say 3-1 Chelsea.
yeah, I don't see them scoring. Burnley, Liverpool. Can Burnley somehow keep Liverpool from scoring?
No,
I don't know.
No.
Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see that Liverpool are going to put a few on Burnley.
Mm.
And Ray Charles is dead.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool are going to spank them.
Yeah.
Absolutely spank them.
4-0. Isak isn't still. He's not even going to be on the bench, right?
Don't even need him, do I? That's the thing.
He'll probably be on the bench.
I bet you he's on the bench, and I bet he plays. I'm not only going to predict that, but I think Isak comes on and scores. This is everything he wanted. He wanted this team so bad. If he gets on the pitch, he's scoring. I got Ekitike with the brace, and this is going to be 4-0 or 0-4 Liverpool.
I've got so much faith in Burnley that I'm going to give them a goal. I think it's going to be 4-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm going 1-3 Liverpool. Yeah. And another a bigger prediction. I think this year Ekitike outscores Isak.
No,
I don't think Isak is the hit that everybody thinks he's going to be. I think Ekitike is a better signing in the end for them.
Yeah.
And Arne Slot isn't the type to automatically put Isak playing 90 minutes ahead of Ekitike every match. I think Arne Slot's a bit more level-headed than that. And Ekitike is already doing well and playing very well, integrated into the team. He's scoring. And when he's not scoring, he's still playing well.
Yeah.
I don't think he loses his spot straight away to some name.
No. I think the only way that Ekitike loses his starting role is by injury. I don't care how well Isak plays. he's as it sits right now. You can't take the role away from Ekitike. Let Isak start in the Champions League. Give him that. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And I feel he earned it. What happens when they have a Manchester derby and nobody cares?
That's
Well, before we jump there,
Mark.
can I say something?
I'm sorry, Gary. I thought you went ahead and did. I was moving to the next level.
No, I'll move to the next level. Then I'll do that. So I'll because you know what, it's gonna be a little bit tough for you to do that anyways. Let me handle the heavy chores. All right.
Jeez, I've seen you move, man. I've seen you move. I'm a little more spry than you.
No, I was just gonna say Burnley's in trouble and Liverpool's gonna, it'll be easy. I mean, it could be a boring 3-0 or a 4-1, action packed back and forth. But no, I think it'll be easy for Liverpool to win this one. I want fireworks in the Manchester derby. And the only way that's going to happen is if City loses at home, which I'm not sure how that's going to happen, but it could. But I don't know. I mean, they've got 12 injuries at this point. I mean, 12 injuries. I mean, I know they still have quality even regardless of that. But if the game is a tight one and it goes deep into the second half with nobody pulling away, United could probably still steal it. I'm looking for a late steal by United, even though I don't really want
Gary,
them. I don't care who wins, really.
Things. The injury list for Man City, Cherki or Kierke, Marmouche, Kovacic, Aitniori, Guardiola, Savio, Phil Foden, John Stones, Calvin Phillips. Like, he really matters, but that injury list is, wow. Talk about being handcuffed.
Yeah, but look at Manchester United as well. I think Mbomo's out or Cunha's out.
Cunha's out, Mason Mount, and Dallo, and Lissandro. But Lissandro's been out since last year.
Yeah,
so not nearly as rough. Yeah. I mean, they still have, what's his name? Mbuemo. As long as you got that guy, you're good.
Yeah, I think this match has goals in it, but I'm gonna say a Desmond 2-2 on this one. I think there's goals in it. Both defending on both teams is not the best, and yeah.
I imagine the earth will open up and swallow the Etihad.
I'll take that.
And both teams will perish in hell in a world filled with a hellish world filled with strip bars and liquor stores.
What is that supposed to be a bad thing? What are you doing?
I have no idea.
It doesn't even
I'm
sound
not
right.
sure, Mark, but maybe that is a good place to end the show. We've gone a little bit over time, but we will continue. We'll be continuing to chit chat backstage. If anybody would like to join us backstage, you're more than welcome for a short amount of time. Who knows? Mark tends to leave right away.
Can I answer John Garside's question before we go?
Yes.
I didn't actually get a chance to do it actually on the show. So basically, I'm basically not planning on basically doing We All Love Leeds going forward because without being horrible, I appreciate the work that Director John put into it, but basically I just can't afford to actually put the time into it that it deserves. So obviously,
all right. We love Leeds.
Yeah, but I didn't want to ignore. So.
Well, all right. Thank you for clearing that up, Tom. Okay, guys. Well, Gary, are you live tomorrow, 10 a.m.?
Yep. We'll be on 10 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully talking about an Arsenal win and whatever else matches are going on at the time. I don't know if Mr. Tom will be on, but his Leeds will be playing, so I'll probably be able to give the updates on that score in real time. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, check us out 10 a.m. tomorrow on the East Coast, or 3 p.m. for you guys in the UK.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody else, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, everybody who's been in the comments section talking to us all night. Did I post the link? Yeah, I post the link. If you guys want to join us for a little bit, come on backstage, listen to us talk more about our WhatsApp group, probably. But anyway, much love to all you guys. I hope tomorrow, I hope all your teams win. You guys on here, and even Lawrence.
Except Lawrence. Except Lawrence.
No,
come on, David,
I would like
nice
them to
today.
beat Tottenham.
David, be nice. Nice, David. Nice, David.
No.
I'm not saying I want good things for Lawrence. I'm saying
I want
his
all our
team
teams to win.
I
That's it.
want all teams that are in a relegation battle to lose except Leeds.
There you
You
go.
guys have 4 points. You're not in a relegation battle. It's week 3.
All right,
Trust
gotta
me,
go.
we're in a relegation
All you
battle.
all. Peace, guys.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello. All right.
That was good fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed that. I didn't think we were gonna. I didn't think we'd just bring over our private chat information into the real world so everybody can see it.
I thought that was quite joyful in a obviously nothing truly sensitive was coming out, and but that was good fun.
It was good. It was good fun.
Absolutely.
That's what this is all about, anyways, right? If not, what the world are we doing? What are we doing if we can't make fun? That's why when Lawrence disappears, I'm like, why are you disappearing, dude? You can give it out as well. It just so happens your team sucks. It's not our fault.
I'm not going down that path with West Ham because I don't want Lawrence coming back and haunting me.
Yeah. So I try to be very careful about what I say because they're in a position to make me look very silly.
Yeah. And that would be intolerable, wouldn't it?
And I'm not even playing the match. What annoys me about him more is basically because he will then basically act like I literally played in the match. And like he literally played in the match, even though he didn't and I didn't. But then I'll feel like a representative of my club in such a way. And it'd be like, you know what I mean? But still. So
I just love it. I just love it when it goes all of a sudden you're like, meet me here. When are you going to be at the airport? I'll meet you there. You fucker. I'll meet you. Where do you want me to meet him? And I'm like, you're a grown fucking man. Stop. What are you fucking talking about? You want to physically meet up with somebody you've never met in person. You don't know who this guy is. He might have bionic legs. Like, he might be a robot. What are you trying to fight somebody for? Bad breath. It's like, no, man, don't. Yeah. It's funny.
Bravado.
I'm surprised Gary thinks he straight up will lose a fight to David.
No,
I just think
unless he's been lying to me.
We're still live, right?
I'm not even gonna. No, I'm not testing it.
We are still live. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm not testing it.